हेलो 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 हेलो।
और थोड़ा तेज बोलना।
हेलो हेलो।
मराठा मावल से कोच जयप्रकाश यादव सर हमारे साथ मौजूद हैं। और सर देखिए, आप चाहेंगे आपके अतीत के मुकाबलों को भूलना चाहेंगे और नए सिरे से एक बार फिर से शुरुआत करना चाहेंगे, क्योंकि हर एक मुकाबला अपने आप में बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है। और आपके पॉजिटिव इंटेंट रहा है कि आपके रेडर्स अच्छा कर रहे हैं, कई समय डिफेंस अच्छा करता है, कई बार लैग करता है। तो अभी तक का जो आपका सफर रहा है उसके बारे में आप क्या कहेंगे?
ये टूर्नामेंट हमारे लिए एक नया टूर्नामेंट था, क्योंकि हमें इस टूर्नामेंट के बारे में पता नहीं था कैसे बच्चे लाना कैसे नहीं, क्योंकि जो बच्चे हम लाए थे हमारे बच्चे एकदम नए बच्चे थे जो कि हम लोग सीखने के लिए लाए थे। तो हमें इस टूर्नामेंट यहाँ पे आने पर बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिला है कि अब अगला टूर्नामेंट होगा तो कैसे बच्चे लाने हैं, हमें परिपक्व बच्चे लाना है। और इसके लिए हम अच्छे से तैयारी भी करेंगे। और जो भी टीम खेल रही है, सामने वाली टीम बहुत अच्छी खेल रही है। और हमारा एक बिग पॉइंट है कि हमारे जो प्लेयर थे वो इंजर्ड हो जा रहे हैं, और हमारा जूनियर स्टेट चैंपियनशिप चल रहा है तो बच्चे हमारे वापस भी चले गए हैं कुछ। तो इसलिए हमारी टीम थोड़ा वीक तो हो गई है, फिर भी जितने बच्चे हैं बहुत अच्छे से खेल रहे हैं। और उसके बाद अब जो बच्चा है मैच उसको हम पूरे पूरे जी जान से खेलेंगे, पूरे अच्छे से खेलेंगे। ये भी सोचेंगे कि हम टूर्नामेंट को जीत कर और अगले राउंड में प्रवेश करें।
चलिए बिल्कुल सर, उम्मीद पर दुनिया कायम है और आपने बिल्कुल सही कहा कि हम आगे जाना चाहेंगे, जी जान लगाना चाहेंगे। सर, अरावली एरोज के विरुद्ध आज का आपका मुकाबला है, एक टफ मुकाबले की उम्मीद है, क्या कहेंगे इस गेम के बारे में?
सामने वाली टीम बहुत अच्छी खेल रही है, उसके जो रेडर है उनके डिफेंडर है बहुत अच्छे खेल रहे हैं, उनका एक लेफ्ट कॉर्नर है वो बहुत अच्छा खेल रहा है। तो सामने वाली टीम बहुत बहुत अच्छे से खेल रही है। वो उनके जो डिफेंस है कम्बिनेशन बहुत अच्छा है। तो इसके लिए हम अलग से तैयारी कर लिए हैं, और जब मैच होगा उस पर हम यूज़ करेंगे।
चलिए सर, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। हम यही चाहेंगे आप अच्छी तरह से अपने प्लान्स को एग्जीक्यूट करें मैट पर। मुकाबला अपने आप में बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है और आपके पॉजिटिव इंटेंट रहा है कि आपके रेडर्स रहा है उसके बारे
से बच्चे लाना कैसे नहीं, क्योंकि जो बच्चे हम लाए थे हमारे बच्चे एकदम नए बच्चे थे जो कि हम लोग सीखने के लिए लाए थे। तो टीम खेल रहे तो इसलिए हमारे
हेलो हेलो हेलो।
मिस्टर गुरप्रीत जी, स्वागत है आपका हमारे साथ जुड़ने के लिए। और चलिए सर, अच्छा खेल रही है आपकी टीम, पिछले मुकाबले में एक अच्छी जीत भी थी और साथ ही साथ गंगाराम ने वापसी की, कपिल गुर्जर ने वापसी की, टीम आपकी और बैलेंस नजर आ रही है, उसके बारे में आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे?
गंगाराम जब से टीम में है, टीम में बहुत अच्छा खेल रहा है। टीम उससे गंगाराम के आने से टीम काफ़ी अच्छा खेल रहा है। गंगाराम डिफेंस वेफेंस दोनों बहुत अच्छा खेल रहा है। कपिल गुर्जर के थोड़ी इंजरी होने के कारण आज वाला मैच नहीं खेलेगा वो। राम कुमार को वापस लाया गया है। टीम आज मैच जीतना है, कैसे मर्जी जीते।
बिल्कुल सही कहा सर, क्योंकि हर एक मुकाबला बहुत जरूरी है ना। आप क्या थोड़े से प्रयास ये भी रहेंगे कि टॉप 2 में जाते जाते आप चैलेंजर राउंड को फिनिश करें?
बिल्कुल सर, यही है, कंटिन्यू मैच जीते टॉप 2 3 में आएंगे हम।
चलिए सर, थैंक यू सो मच, विशिंग यू अ वेरी गुड लक। मिस्टर गुरप्रीत जी, स्वागत है आपका हमारे साथ। गंगाराम आपकी और बैलेंस बारे में आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे?
गंगाराम जब से टीम में है, टीम में बहुत अच्छा खेल रहा है। टीम उससे
Check, check. Maratha Marvels versus Arravali Arrows.
हेलो हेलो हेलो। Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Can you hear me? We saw the second tie match of the day for Humpy Heroes and Kaziranga Rhinos. It was the last raid that decided the fate of this game, and also somewhere the Humpy Heroes should have been really more careful than their Bittu Banwala committing such errors. That was what cost them the match. I think they would have really gone back to the dressing room and said, okay, Sunil Yadav Saab's happiness for Kaziranga Rhinos is because of us. Match number 97, Maratha Marvels versus Arravali Arrows, and good afternoon everyone. And I'm Navin Shauri along with Harshit will be joining in very soon. So Maratha Marvels against Arravali Arrows. Now this is a game where Maratha Marvels will just try and see to save some respect, because at least now as per the point table it looks as if they might not make it. It's looking very weak for their chances. There we go. Only 36 points, and the points per match is way below than the Vijayanagar Veers. So somewhere that is not what they will really want to see. But for the Arravali Arrows, it is another game where they can go above that fourth place. That is what they'll be targeting. But for the Maratha Marvels, we have Jai Prakash Yadav change in the guard for the coach, and we have Harshit down there with the coach as well.
मराठा मावल्स के कोच जय प्रकाश यादव सर हमारे साथ मौजूद हैं। और सर देखिए, आप चाहेंगे आपके अतीत के मुकाबलों को भूलना चाहेंगे और नए सिरे से एक बार फिर से शुरुआत करना चाहेंगे, क्योंकि हर एक मुकाबला अपने आप में बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है। और आपके पॉजिटिव इंटेंट रहा है कि आपके रेडर्स अच्छा कर रहे हैं, कई समय डिफेंस अच्छा करता है, कई बार लैग करता है। तो अभी तक का जो आपका सफ़र रहा है उसके बारे में आप क्या कहेंगे?
ये टूर्नामेंट हमारे लिए एक नया टूर्नामेंट था, क्योंकि हमें इस टूर्नामेंट के बारे में पता नहीं था कैसे बच्चे लाना कैसे नहीं, क्योंकि जो बच्चे हम लाए थे हमारे बच्चे नए बच्चे थे जो कि हम लोग सीखने के लिए लाए थे। तो हमें इस टूर्नामेंट यहाँ पे आने पर बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिला है कि अब अगला टूर्नामेंट होगा तो कैसे बच्चे लाने हैं, हमें परिपक्व बच्चे लाना है, और जिसके लिए हम अच्छे से तैयारी भी करेंगे। और जो अभी टीम खेल रही है, सामने वाली टीम बहुत अच्छी खेल रही है, और हमारा एक बिग पॉइंट है कि हमारे जो प्लेयर थे वो इंजर्ड हो जा रहे हैं, और हमारा जूनियर स्टेट चैंपियनशिप चल रहा है तो बच्चे हमारे वापस भी चले गए हैं कुछ, तो इसलिए हमारी टीम थोड़ा वीक तो हो गई है। फिर भी जितने बच्चे हैं बहुत अच्छे से खेल रहे हैं, और उसके बाद अब जो बच्चा है मैच उसको हम पूरे जी जान से खेलेंगे, पूरे अच्छे से खेलेंगे। ये भी सोचेंगे कि हम टूर्नामेंट को जीत कर और अगले राउंड में प्रवेश करें।
चलिए बिल्कुल सर, उम्मीद पर दुनिया कायम है और आपने बिल्कुल सही कहा कि हम आगे जाना चाहेंगे, जी जान लगाना चाहेंगे। सर, अरावली एरोज के विरुद्ध आज का आपका मुकाबला है, एक टफ मुकाबले की उम्मीद है, क्या कहेंगे इस गेम के बारे में?
सामने वाली टीम बहुत अच्छी खेल रही है, उसके जो रेडर है उनके डिफेंडर है बहुत अच्छे खेल रहे हैं, उनका एक लेफ्ट कॉर्नर है वो बहुत अच्छा खेल रहा है। तो सामने वाली टीम बहुत अच्छे से खेल रही है, वो उनके जो डिफेंस है कम्बिनेशन बहुत अच्छा है। तो इसके लिए हम अलग से तैयारी कर लिए हैं, और जब मैच होगा उस पर हम यूज़ करेंगे।
चलिए सर, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। हम यही चाहेंगे आप अच्छी तरह से अपने प्लान्स को एग्जीक्यूट करें मैच पर।
Yeah, they are learning it on the harder way, isn't it? Watching it on the match and learning it is the Maratha Marvels. They are new setup, new sort of a coach, but yes, as he said, the next season will be really important for them. But let's go to Gurpreet Singh, the coach of Arravali Arrows, and Harshit caught up with him as well.
मिस्टर गुरप्रीत जी, स्वागत है आपका हमारे साथ जुड़ने के लिए। और चलिए सर, अच्छा खेल रही है आपकी टीम, पिछले मुकाबले में एक अच्छी जीत भी थी, और साथ ही साथ गंगाराम ने वापसी की, कपिल गुर्जर ने वापसी की, टीम आपकी और बैलेंस नज़र आ रही है, उसके बारे में आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे?
गंगाराम जब से टीम में है, टीम में बहुत अच्छा खेल रहा है। टीम उससे गंगाराम के आने से टीम काफ़ी अच्छा खेल रहा है। गंगाराम डिफेंस दोनों बहुत अच्छा खेल रहा है। कपिल गुर्जर का थोड़ी इंजरी होने के कारण आज वाला मैच नहीं खेलेगा, वो राम कुमार को वापस लाया गया है। टीम आज मैच जीतना कैसे मर्जी जीते।
बिल्कुल सही कहा सर, क्योंकि हर एक मुकाबला बहुत ज़रूरी है ना। आप क्या थोड़े से प्रयास ये भी रहेंगे कि टॉप 2 में जाते जाते आप चैलेंजर राउंड को फिनिश करें?
बिल्कुल सर, यही है, कंटिन्यू मैच जीते टॉप 2-3 में आएंगे हम।
चलिए सर, थैंक यू सो मच, विशिंग यू अ वेरी गुड लक। ना थके अभी पैर, ना अभी हिम्मत हारी है, हौसला है सीरीज में कुछ कर दिखाने का, इसलिए भी सफर अभी जारी है, और सफर इस टीम का अभी भी जारी है, और ये टीम चाहेगी कि अब थकना मना है और कुछ कर गुजरना यहाँ से है। तो चलिए अब हम इनवाइट करने जा रहे हैं द टीम ऑफ मार्वल्स। लेट्स इनवाइट फर्स्ट मराठा मार्वल्स। और अपनी जीत को आगे की तरफ बढ़ाने के लिए ये टीम भी तैयार है। तो चलिए बुलाया जाता है टीम अरावली एरोज।
Thank you, Harshit, for bringing both the teams back on the mat. And Maratha Marvels, as Jay Prakash Yadav was mentioning, that he did not understand what the format is going to be, how much of a tougher competition is Yuva Kabaddi series already put up to the world. And now he says, okay, I will rectify my mistakes in the coming season. Yeah, that's a very good point to mention. Nitin Rathi and Anubhav Rathi will be there in the corners. Pankaj and Nikhil Chaudhary and Uday Dabas for the raiding, and Krishan Yadav and Nikhil Chaudhary for the covers, and Gautam Tomar and Aryan Sharma in the substitutes. Hope Gautam Tomar comes back soon than that last 5 minutes on the mat. And we have Ryan alongside with me in the commentary box. Good afternoon, Ryan.
Good afternoon, Naveen. And to introduce the star-studded Arravali Arrows lineup, the lineup who will be looking to take their team up and propel them up the table, as their coach said earlier on. The right corner and the left corner will be guarded by Chetan Kumar and Lokesh Gosalia respectively. In the insides, we have Arjun Chaudhary and Ram Kuwar. In the covers, we have Ganga Ram, the star for them, and Rashid Ali. And in the middle, we have Vishal Chaudhary. Another set of stars in the bench as well: Tausif Ahmed, Sahil Jandu, Manish Sharma, Anuj Yadav, and Rajendra. So it's going to be interesting to see how these guys combine to come back in this match, Naveen.
Absolutely. And head-to-head is something that the Maratha Marvels will really want to improve, not just against Arravali Arrows, against every other team. And today Anubhav Rathi should bring in all those Anubhav that he's got on that right corner. He has to understand that Vishal Chaudhary and Ram Kuwar like to raid a lot towards that right corner. So he has to understand to keep his horses on the ground, as Ram Kuwar onto our left had actually won the toss and says, I want the opposition squad. Right. Now that's for a good beginning. Yeah, he wants the opposition squad to be his squad. So the first raid will come in from this man, Nikhil Chaudhary. He's done well. He's been the lone fighter for Maratha Marvels every single time. 191 raid points. And he will really sometimes feel that he just needs a little more support from his teammates as well. But on the other hand, Ryan, Gangaram has done well in the last match, the Jwalaram we call him, but there are other men to watch out for.
Yes, while Gangaram is there, he gets the support from this man right here, Lokesh Gosalia. 19 matches for tackle points, so he is the key of their defense. And a tackle strike rate of 50.76. So good pair for the Arravali Arrows. They got all of it. They got the raiding and the defending. So it's going to be interesting as we look at their stats so far. 22 matches, 13 wins, 8 losses and just a tie. So the Arrows coming in quite confident. Obviously the better record over the Marvels. But they will look to get that better and reach on Naveen.
This is the right time for them, for Arravali Arrows, because Maratha Marvels are low in confidence. 16 losses in this season already, and probably coming back with not, a very good form in the last 5 games. So somewhere they'll have to keep in mind, if Maratha Marvels can hold it together, they can do it. But the problem is they falter in the second half. Let's see if this game is any different than the previous ones. Let's go down to the countdown to get this match started. '97th match, and the first trade will happen from Nikhil Chaudhary from left to right of our screens, because Ram Kuwar wanted the opposition squad for the right beginning, so he selected the opposition squad. It should be Pankaj, right? So Nikhil Chaudhary will be coming in for the second raid of the game. But Ryan, this is a game where Maratha Marvels will feel that okay, they cannot create an upset, but they can save a lot of respect. That is what they should be thinking. as he goes in for the running hand touch onto the right corner. Does not get it. Very strong corners, mind you. There, the covers with a little bit of a bother, and he gets it. Gangaram. Jwalaram cannot keep himself out. He's got a high five, remember, in the previous game and a Super 10. Now has to go back.
Oh yes, a positive start for the Maratha Marvels, as the Arravali Arrows very much will look to get better of the Marvels, because the team, as Naveen said earlier on, they learn confidence, and Rio is always high on confidence, and we just saw him do that, inflicting the low in confidence from the other team and getting a point easily. Ram Kumar for you.
And also in that process, has he hurt his left shoulder? There we go. There we go. He's a proper raider. Why do you have to go for that hasty tackle from right in? Yeah, the idea was right to go for the surprise thigh holds, where the in positions are being very instrumental in doing that. But somewhere the music was not right from that instrument. Now the Dabas says he's got his toe touch on the left corner. Lokesh Gosalia. Lokesh Gosalia just trying to put up a good pace, but no, referee says
1
yeah,
point,
out.
Maratha
I saw
Marvel,
what
number
he
9
did.
out.
Swift sweeping
Yes,
toe touch.
indeed.
This could not keep his left leg away.
Oh yes.
Mani Sharma
as,
comes in. No, that's not
Official-
looking nice. That's not looking nice there, Ryan.
Official
Because
timeout.
Nikhil Chaudhary is a very good raider, and our physio partner UEM probably just trying to maintain something on that right shoulder of his, or rather, yeah, this is what happened. He went in very deep. I think he stretched he just stretched his left hand more and landed on his right shoulder. No, that's what happened. And suddenly he was in pain. He just felt that niggle immediately. I think it's a small dislocation. He just can't rotate it. He just can't rotate it. Probably dislocation, discomfort. You just have to go back to the physiotherapy and just try and see to pull that socket back in the right place.
Substitution.
It would have been just that shoulder socket that would have been displaced a little. That ball, the
15 out,
shoulder ball, which is there
13.
always. Gautam Toma comes in for that replacement. Much earlier
Substitution. Arravali
than
Arrows.
the previous games.
55
Rashid
in.
Ali goes out and brings
77
in
out.
Manish Sharma. Quite concerning here, Ryan, Nikhil Chaudhary, because he was a very good prospect.
Yes, Naveen, he was, and we do, all of us do hope that his rotator cuff is fine. I think that's where the problem is, as the Arravali Arrows right now, Vishal Chaudhary here, also known for getting points quite easily, as the Maratha Marvels, in a game
Bonus
like this,
point,
where your
Arravali
team
Arrows.
is low on confidence, as the bonus is taken. Naveen, what do you think a team like Maratha Marvels should, what should their strategy be on court, because on mat, when you're a team that's not been winning matches, you need to have a step-by-step process of coming back to gaining some momentum. So what do you think they should do?
See, there is nothing now they'll have to think. It's all going out there and express yourself. That's it. See, this is not rocket science. This is the game that you've
Officer
been playing
timeout.
even before you learnt E or ABCD. You learned Kabaddi before ABCD, right? So that's in your blood. That's in your blood. So you just have to go out there and express yourself, and probably have a little bit of thinking going in your moves. See, like for example, Gautam Toma on that left cover position is not a right place to be for him. As another running hand touch by Vishal
1
Chaudhary
point,
gets the
Arravali
man and he
Arrows,
targets the raider.
99
Uday
number out.
Dabas on that right end has been targeted out. Goes in deep and gets his hands on it. See, you pick out a raider out, and now Gautam Toma will have to do his raiding duties, because he's a proper raider for me. He's a very good raider. And just because they're lacking man, and see, this is what I said.
Wow.
This is what I said. I think he's got a multiple point raid. Is it going to be 2 or 3 is the question. It's a very good raid.
3
They're
point.
counting man 3
Maratha
points.
Marvels.
Now
8,
Gautam
9,
Toma, it's
21
a
out.
super raid. And this was the man who was not being sent out on the mat by Jai Prakash Yadav or even Kiran Pal Singh to the last 5 minutes of the game. And for him, probably kind of a blessing in undercovers, I should say, where Nikhil Chaudhary has been injured. come back to the mat much earlier.
1 point. Arravali arrows.
Oh,
Number
no.
6 out.
That was such an unnecessary move right there. As just take a look at the replay there again.
So as you were asking for Maratha Marvels, you'll have to just go out there and express yourself. That's it. You just do your best. You know, so that all those small little droplets convert into a big ocean called victory, or rather a lake I'm talking, not even an ocean for Maratha Marvels. So those droplets are missing. That's the problem. Pankaj goes in low, gets his hand touch there, Ryan.
1 point. Maratha Marvels. Number 8
Oh
out.
yes, speaking of droplets, there a good raid from Pankaj there, quickly running, getting the running hand touch, extending his arm out, stretching out and getting back. So while we speak of the Marvels not being able to altogether express themselves throughout the season, they have the lead at the moment. So the Arravali arrows still
1
look very
point.
much composed,
Arravali
especially
arrows.
Vishal
Number 1
Chaudhary
out.
here again getting a touch with ease. So it's going to be fun to see what happens here.
Yeah, see Dhananjay, right cover. You know Vishal will attack you, especially on the covers. It's so easy for Vishal Chaudhary. He's got long arms, he's got long legs, he's got that goat kick, remember. You know, he's got every skill in his armory. If you don't retract back in time, and if you don't just provide that bait to the right corner, the right cover will always be targeted out.
Oh yes, that's very important to strategize your defense, also protecting your players. And talking about
1 point.
protecting,
Arravali arrows.
there we
Number
go.
6 out.
There was no support coming in for the defender there, not getting the hold quite right. Let's take a look at the replay.
Yeah, also see, it is nice for him to go for the reverse ankle hold there, Nitin Rathi. But against whom? Against a defender who just flies away after the bonus, Vishal Chaudhary. Against a raider who will just fly away after the attempt. He's not slow as Uday Dabas. He's not slow as him. Lokesh
out.
Gosalia with a strong ankle hold.
1 point.
Lifts up the
Arravali
raider
arrows.
off the mat, unbalances him and throws him away.
Oh yes, just take a look at that. Wow, just denied the raider an opportunity to go back. And here we go, Arravali arrows reclaiming the lead as Ramkumar steps in. And Naveen, you know, one thing I've noticed that I love to watch here in the Yuva Kabaddi series, whenever the teams enter in, we see even the coaches running in along with the team as well. And that actually reminds me about how, you know, it just reminds me of the coach's liability along with their players. And it reminds me of an instance where there is this football club in England, and when they lost a match, then also, so the next day, what the manager did is, the team had ran 13 kilometers less compared to their opposition the previous night. And on this day during practice, the manager also ran 13 kilometers with the team as a punishment. So that shows a coach's liability, and that is good to see here, Naveen.
Wow, good story, good story. See, that's what commentary is all about. It's about storytelling, isn't it? And how do you connect the dots? How do you connect the story back here? Good connection. But more than liability, I'll say it's responsibility, and you've been the boss of the game. That is why you've been respected, highly regarded, and looked up upon to guide the young brigade and the young forces. But running in 13 kilometers, yeah, I do that probably in two intervals, probably 6 kilometers and 6 kilometers. But yeah, 13 kilometers at a stretch, yeah, that's something for a punishment.
Oh yes, and well, speaking of which, Naveen, okay, right now we have a do-or-die raid, and then we'll come back to this conversation. A do-or-die raid, and Vishal Chaudhary this time succumbs to the defense. A very good
1
block
point.
there to deny
Maratha
Vishal
Marvels.
Chaudhary, and a point in favor of the Marvels.
Anubhav Rathi got it right. Two things. One, the block. Other one, the angle. He did not allow Vishal Chaudhary to turn because the support was right there on the toes. But Gautam Toma, after that super raid, now he's got to survive this do-or-die raid. Goes in deep and has been pushed out. Oh, once again, it's so important for Ram
1
Kuwar,
point.
the
Arravali
support
arrows.
staff, to come in at the right time. Probably just inches away from the midline. Look at this. From left in, Ram Kuwar runs in. He knows that, Uday Dabas has gone in. And this has been the problem. Even me and Radhika, every time we totally bifurcate this, dissect this, and talk about Uday Dabas not being in that sprinter mode. when he's going towards the midline. He just needs to be a little more lower than tucking and standing up straight. Oh, Arjun Yadav just confidently walking to the lobby and says, I've got your jersey, just go out.
Number 1 out.
Is what is being told. Dhananjay, it's a flicker of the jersey there.
Oh yes, and the Arravali Arrows holding on to their lead here, while the Marvels do come back and do get points, but the Arrows again just return and simply get those points. And all 7-man currently in the middle for the Arravali Arrows, which means the bonus is also. That's something I've not seen the Maratha Marvels do much, that is go for the bonus, so that they just continue getting points. And take a look at that, Pankaj, high-flying man, high-flying bird, and that is Pankaj going over the defenders. And a spectacular raid right there, Naveen.
Number 5, 8 out.
It looks spectacular, but on the points, it's just 2 points because when the chain was nullified, look at that. The other defenders just went back. Oh, Lokesh Gosalia went back right in time. Chain tackle had come in, and instead of going under the chain, he went over. But remember, he has to understand this. He's been also tackled out many times, and now Vishal Chaudhary goes in and attacks Anubhav Rathi into that right corner. Going in very deep, nobody behind him to come to the dash, and Anubhav Rathi, even if he does not commit any errors, he's been sent out on the bench.
There we go.
Easily
you can
done.
see the dejection in his face.
Yeah.
As,
I was just telling Pankaj here, Ryan, he has to understand that he's not a tall raider, and he's been tackled out attempting that jump over the chain couple of occasions. So he has to understand this and play in his limits. Now Ram Kaur is guiding that right corner, so Pankaj can turn around and go for the bonus if possible, but no. Right cover, Jwala Ram makes an error,
Maratha Marvels.
and
Number
his
16
Jwala
out.
is not yet switched on.
yes, Jwala Ram there trying to ignite his Jwala in this match. And we've seen that certain players, it might not be in the first half, it might be a certain moment in the second half where they ignite it and come forward, because we all know all it takes is a spark to get a fire going. And speaking of a fire that's going at the moment, it is this man right here getting great points at ease.
Yeah, is it just a fire or a volcano? That is what you need to figure it out. Maratha Marvels are facing Vishal Chaudhary only. Let me tell you something. It's only one man who's going on, raiding in. Of course, Arjun Chaudhary puts that solitary raid sometimes, but Ram Kaur not in a thick of the form. So what you'll have to do is, you cannot tackle Vishal Chaudhary in the raid. I mean to say when he's raiding. But now when Pankaj or Uday goes in, instead of going in for that easy cover defenders, yeah, even that is important, no doubt. Very important, as Manish Sharma once again gets his hand in the way, rather right leg in the way. But as a raider, you ask me what they'll have to do as a strategy. Take out Vishal Chaudhary. Go in, try and attack Vishal Chaudhary when you're raiding. Can that happen? When that happens, if it's successful, you will not be, feeling this heat. Look at this. Dash him out. Yes, they do. Running hand touch. It takes a little more time. Is it each 1 point? No, it's not. No, it's not. But they'll discuss this out, Ryan. They'll discuss this out. It didn't look like each 1 point.
Let's just look at the replay.
Yeah.
Oh no, his legs look fine to me.
What do you think? He just slips there and then he's been dashed out. As simple as that.
Yep, the dash was done, and I think his leg is safe. So I don't think a defender went out there. So I don't think it's 1 point each. It's just going to be 1 point in favor of the Marvels. Oh,
come on. What just happened? 2 points here. I mean, 2 touch points and a defender has gone out. How did that happen? Did somebody step behind in the end line outside the playing area? They have something. Right, Uday Dabas has to go back. Another raider being targeted. See, this is what I said. When you go to raid, I was just telling to target Vishal Chaudhary, but Vishal Chaudhary said I can do the same.
yep. Here we go. Vishal Chaudhary ensuring that if he is being sent out, he took a raider out with him. And Pankaj here stepping in for the Maratha Marvels. And we saw him earlier on with that acrobatic jump. And sometimes we've seen jumps favor the shorter raiders because the taller raiders are easier to grab, get a hold of, as the Arravali arrows by 1 point with 7 minutes to go.
Yeah, see once again Vishal Chaudhary. There you go. Where was another defender going out? We did not know. And Maratha Marvels once again showing their inexperience in taking those reviews. They had that earth to moon sort of a difference in the distance, but now Ram Kumar. It is easy to pin down Ram Kumar because he is not in the thick of the form. But can you do the same against Vishal Chaudhary? That's a big question. Surprise double thigh hold from the right in, and they will enjoy that.
Yes, indeed. Surprise and a charging hold. It looked like a bull charging at its prey as Pankaj returns once again, donning the iconic 7 jersey number. And across all sports, 7 is a legendary number. And Pankaj at the moment will not be able to go forth and live up to the legendary of that number, as Gangaram here stopping Pankaj in that raid.
And now has his Jwala been coming across? Yes, it has been. Yes, it has been. When Pankaj was going towards the right corner, turning his iron and blinding up Gangaram completely, he comes from behind for the ankle hold. Very well done.
Very well done indeed. And Pankaj, which is actually a lotus flower, has lit a spark for the Jwala Ram. So let's see how Gangaram goes on to cater in this match later on, as Arjun Chaudhary here looking to get a point. However, he will return with an empty raid. There was no bonus available, and we now will have a timeout, which means we get to listen to the coaches. Let's go hear that.
लोना ले लो 4 है, अब गौतम को स्कोर मत दे देना, मारो ना बचीड़े यार, कब मारोगे यार, ठीक है ना, क्यों छेड़ रहे हो, मनीष छोटा कर ले अंदर बेटा, ठीक है ना, आगे, ओए, लोकेश है, कब मारेगा, क्या इसको दबा, हाँ बोनस ना मारे ना, तब तक उससे पहले नहीं करना, लोना ले जैसे मर्जी ले विशाल,
एक तू मार ले, ठीक है, आराम से, उसके बाद तीनों लगातार नहीं करना है.
Yeah, Gurpreet just wants the all out. He says Lona le lena, but Lona means all out. So you just go for the you just go for the all out is what Gurpreet wants. And Jay Prakash Yadav said, just be very careful of Lokesh Gosalia onto that left corner. But right corner now being replaced with the regular one, Chetan Chaudhary there. Yeah, he goes to the bonus. But under Vishal Chaudhary, not under Lokesh Gosalia. Good tactics by Gautam Tomar.
Indeed, because he knows he would rather go to a raider than go in front of a defender and throw his leg out. As Vishal Chaudhary here will now want to get a point, and that's exactly what he does. Error there once again. You can see the defender in deceit. He didn't want to create that error, as Vishal gets another point.
It is after committing the crime, you're just apologizing. That's what happens. Right corner, Anubhav Rati. We've seen him do this so many times. We've seen him do this. See, I'll tell you something. It's not that an opportunity that you get every day, isn't it? Right cover. Gangaram and Jwalaram, they are back in one man. That is why that force was double and brutal. Look at that. Uday Dabas is a very strong raider, tall fella. But now, when you have both Ganga and Jwala in one man, that's what happens with the dashes. Vishal Chaudhary easily gets his hand on that running hand touch on Christian Yadav.
There we go, the tall man making use of it, and Christian immediately gave it off. And right now, Dhananjay will have to revive a man, and Dhananjay strikes. What a raid from Dhananjay, confident and getting that running hand touch quickly to revive himself a man and avoid the dreaded all-out.
Very much. Really well done. Right cover defender Dhananjay. He's done well. He's saved the team. But now, along with his partner, he'll have to pin down Vishal Chaudhary because they will come hard. He will come hard at you. Take care of the upper body. Nice in a super tackle. It is always seen that it is very close to the midline. What a struggle. 15 more seconds. No! Vishal Chaudhary He
2+2.
has been
4
a
points. Aravali
sensation.
Arrows.
All
Maratha
out.
Marvels. All
And
out.
Maratha Marvels just did very well.
All in.
Yes, that the super attack might just happen and the game might get even more interesting. Well, it was interesting because we saw Vishal Chaudhary fight his way through to get those 2 points. And wow, a 7-point lead is what the Arravali Arrows get after that all out. As take a look at that, Gautam Tomar trying to go high flying as
1
Pankaj,
point.
but
Arravali
he
Arrows.
gets caught by the defenders and denied that point.
Yeah, very much. Very much. Again, over the chain jump is definitely not easy. And I'll tell you what, Ran, I'll tell you what. That super tackle attempt, you know why it looks so, breathtaking? Is because there was a change in the rule. As Ramkor tries his best, there was a change in the rule suddenly when we were, starting off with all those franchisee leagues and all that. Initially, in the first 2 seasons, when the tackle was attempted, and if the raider has been pinned down, the whistle used to go off,
Time out.
awarding
Maratha
the defense
Marvels.
the super tackle. And especially the Patna franchisee was the inaugural champion in the franchisee league, right? They actually won the tournament with super tackles, as we listening to Jay Prakash.
जैसे खेले 15 मिनट में 20 मिनट और ही खेले
ये विशाल को चला, तू खुद चल, रेडिंग करो, दोनों तीन रेडर हो, लेफ्ट राइट के दोनों साइड के हो, गलती नहीं होनी चाहिए रामकुमार अब.
Yeah, Ramkumar has got a very clear warning saying no more mistakes. My boy, come on, just go out there and raid from both sides. Right, so I was just mentioning about that rule change. So then what happened, I think the referees got together and we have a very respectable man, Mr. Kabaddi Babu, who's there. His name is Prasad. We call him Prasad Babu. He's always been respected as Kabaddi Babu. As Lokesh Gosalia gets a kick from Uday Dabas and goes with a point there for the Maratha Marvel Uday. So what he said was, we had a discussion. What he said, we will not give the whistle until the raider keeps the struggle on. Now that made it very, very interesting and breathtaking. That is why those super tackles look so important. And see, just the 2 defenders, I agree. But you will have to have the raider under your control, under your grasp. Make sure he does not have any movement towards the midline. If that happens, then the whistle goes. Until then, we've even seen a couple of times that the 30 seconds timer has also run down, under that struggle. Since I just took a little more time to explain that, Uday Dabas has taken 2 more points in that occasion.
That's a rather interesting reasoning behind that, Naveen. It was great to know that, as Vishal Chaudhary here is just having the time of his life at the moment, getting points at ease. I think only one instance he was sent back to the mat, and apart from that one instance, he's been somebody else back to the mat. Oh wait, he stepped out of bounds. It looks like he will be going to the mat for the second. He'll be going off the mat for the second time in this match, Naveen.
Oh yes. No hand touch, but he's got the bonus, and also without the connection, he's gone into the lobby. And once again, Prasad Rao, because we also call him somewhere Kabaddi Rao, because very fondly known in the Kabaddi circle. That was the man who came in with that rule change for the whistle to go out. But the whistle goes out here in the first half, and 17 for the Maratha Marvels and 24 for the Arravali Arrows. It's only because Maratha Marvels have probably hit the iron on their own leg. That's what has happened, because the Raiders, of course, Nikhil Chaudhary injured. Raiders are doing well with Uday Dabas and Pankaj, but the defense is committing those errors. And even if the all-out was being inflicted by the Arravali Arrows, they are still trying to make a comeback as the Maratha Marvels. Stick with us. We will come back after a short little break to see if Maratha Marvels can win this game against the strong Arrows.
Welcome back to our viewers. Match number 97, where the Arrows have gotten a 7-point lead against the Marvels, and an interesting game so far. And the Marvels have actually fared quite well, barring their defensive struggles in this match. As we take a look at a few highlights, a lot of fun moments to take a look at. And Vishal Chaudhary, 13 raids, 12 raid points. So he's gotten a raid point almost every for his strike rate. However, we saw him just fail in 2 occasions, but this was a spectacular occasion where he denied the super tackle by fighting his way to get that point. So Vishal Chaudhary has been the star so far. So let's see how this game goes on from here on. My name is Ryan James and I'm joined by Naveen. So Naveen, what's your prediction from here on? Do you think the Marvels are going to come back?
Prediction. It's going to be tough to say the Marvels is will make a comeback in terms of prediction levels, but I can say what is going to happen in terms of experimentation. They are experimenting too much in terms of the defense. Anubhav Rathi, see once again, why do you have to play such a high line defense? Ram Kuwar is agitated. He is agitated.
1 point.
And
Arravali
said,
Arrows.
Arravali Arrows gets a point. And
28 number out.
always, there we go. Anubhav Rathi wants a review. Now, if you are playing such a high line defense, you also need those backtracking skills. Hey, come on, you can have your aggression. That's fine. Let's see, yeah, guys. That's more sensible. That's more like it. Let's see who's
यहाँ ये
on the wrong side of the page.
हेड आउट. ओके. टीवी अंपायर, मराठा मार्वल की मांग है रेड आउट. हमारा निर्णय रेडर से 1 पॉइंट. कृपया रिव्यू करें.
Yeah, as simple as that. You have to see if there is a touch by Ram Kuwar on Anubhav Rathi. He was running, and the fingertips of Anubhav Rathi is in question now. That's why I keep saying about the hotspot. We are working towards it. We will go for that in the coming series as well. That will be a work in progress, as we have done so many good changes in this Yuva Kabaddi series, and even the international games or the national games, and even sometimes even the pro franchisee leagues probably will not have that setup. But what a way for us to bring that upon for the Kabaddi world, and make sure if somebody is even claiming that they got it first. No, you heard it first on Yuva Kabaddi series. The hotspot in Yuva Kabaddi series will be a very, very good inclusion. You do not have to have so many angles. You do not have to see what is happening. It's a running behind sort of a technique there by Anubhav Rathi. I think he was scared of the cracker and running away. A cracker called Ram Kuwar coming back to bite him. Looks very dicey and indecisive. See, these are the moments where the hotspot will really work. It will very clearly show if the raider has his fingers on the jersey or the trousers or on the defender's fingertips or even on the nails. Everything is counted. Ryan, you've been close to technology. Put up your brains for a hotspot.
रिव्यू एस बन रहा. 1 पॉइंट. अरावली Arrows. 28 number out. मराठा मार्वल.
Anubhav Rathi has to go back.
अधिकार खोज के.
Right, he's also lost the review as well. He's still not convinced. He's still not happy. He's discussing it out. And see, when you have hotspot, nobody talks because it is the technology that will be talking, isn't it? Now, Maratha Marvels do not have the review for the entire game.
Yep. And speaking of the technology, Naveen, honestly, had I taken science, I could have gotten that. And speaking of science, well, let's just take a look at this guy who's probably focused on his physical education training over science, which is why he got through that raid. Uday Dabas hovering his way through to get 2 points, and a spectacular raid right there.
Yeah, what he has done, he's wiped off both the corners. He's wiped both the corners off. And that is a very good raid, I'll tell you, because Lokesh Gosalia and Chetan Chaudhary are 2 strong defenders standing there like strong pillars on each corner. And he's taken them off. And now, how many times we have seen this Ram Kuwar getting onto his own as Nitin Rathi in that left corner once again fails to take away his left leg. Sweeping toe touch, so easily done. Yeah, you do not have to have science brains. Come on, you have some friends around who can be technology oriented. You were mentioning about your close friend, remember? That was the girl, if I'm not wrong.
Oh yes, yes, definitely. But you know, one way I can contribute is, since I'm in the legal field, I can definitely help in patenting. A patent is required for that invention, so I can help in patenting and
Yeah,
all of the intellectual property behind it.
yeah, intelligent fella.
Wait, wait.
For the intellectual properties to be painted. Right, that's a nice one. But you know what? Let's not go ahead and patent anything. Let's give it to the world, and let's have those bragging rights and say and boast it around the world. Say, listen, we've got that. It was Yuva Kabaddi series who got it to the world, and another toe touch
Bonus plus 1
to
point.
the
Arravali arrows.
tall,
Number
lanky
7
legs
out.
of Vishal Chaudhary. Yeah, bonus +1 he gets. And as the match gets one-sided, it is trying to weave in a lot of other stories where we can keep the conversation interesting and going. See what happens when the patent has happened. See what if we had patented the do or die raid? The world wouldn't have used it, isn't it? So it's there, it's out there for the world. But bragging rights, of course, and say put your hand on the
Bonus
chest
point.
and say.
Maratha marbles.
Rotate your mush and say, yeah, come on, this is what we did. This is what we did to the world. As we now do by contributing so many players for that franchisee league, which was probably running out of players, which is probably getting a little aged also, if I'm not wrong, because all the superstars, of course, all due respect to them, but pumping in new blood. If it was not for Yuva Kabaddi series, then who else? Isn't it?
Indeed, Naveen. And speaking about giving it out to the world, so in the sport of high jump, you have two techniques of jumping. It's either the scissor kick or the technique called the Fosbury flop. So Mr. Fosbury was the one who invented it, and there were talks initially of patenting it, but however, it is today known as a technique of high jump, and the same thing goes with many aspects of sport today. So that is great
Yeah.
to see in the world of sport, where rather than patenting it for financial benefits, it is given out for the global benefit of the game.
Ah, fabulous. Good story. Good story. I like that. I like that where you connect dots. Well done. Mr. Rosberry, yeah, a very good person also to bring out that sort of a technique there. And see, hotspot is not a new one. It is always there. It was existing, and probably that is the technique that has been replaced in cricket with ultra edge. Ultra edge has come in even more quicker, because hotspot was not showing if the ball had an inside edge onto the pads when the LBW decision was being very critical. But see, that is not what we want. We just want the hand touches to be seen, and hotspot becomes a very, very important technique for the toe touches and the hand touches. As now he has to get some touch going, because he's not got bonus Arjun Chaudhary, and it's a do or die race.
Oh yes, the duo
Blinded.
really went for the back kick. However, the defense came and stopped Arjun Chaudhary. Just take a
1
look
point.
at that.
Maratha marbles.
A good positive
Yeah.
defensive note for the Marvels, because they were trying to find their way in the defensive end.
Yeah, very much. He was blinded. He did not understand that the left flank is coming behind him. Now, Uday Dabas, he has to also probably go out, and somewhere that was I think blessing in disguise for Periyar Panthers. And because there were only 5 defenders, the bonus was taken off, but Uday Dabas did well.
1
Gangaram
point.
on that
Maratha
process, I
marbles.
think, is
16 number out.
had a little bit of a cut or touch on his lip. I think the lip is what has been he's been holding it on for. Uday Dabas is a tall, strong raider. Gangaram, shorter defender. Once again, if it was a taller defender, Uday Dabas would have been pushed out. That's what is his technique, which he really has to understand and learn. See, as Jai Prakash Yadav said, we are here to learn. The kids are here to learn and do well. Yeah, why not? Reverse ankle hold not going well. But
1
Uday Dabas
point.
hasn't learned at
Arravali
all.
arrows.
Yeah, he hasn't learned
Number
at
6
all.
out.
Because as a raider, if you are not in that sprinter mode or just lying low to the mat and going towards the midline, if you're standing tall, the dash becomes even more easier. Did you notice that, Ryan? Did you notice that? Nitin Rathi was not even looking at Jai Prakash. He was just turning away his face and saying he knows what he has done.
Yes,
Hello.
Naveen, like I said, you don't want to
1
make
point.
eye contact with
Arravali
doing something like that. That is the most dreaded moment.
Yeah, very much. See, all under 23 years of age, these lads, they really have to be fed with lot of positive and lot of right techniques. If not, see, these techniques will be, exposing them
1
into the
point.
world stage. That's why we are so concerned.
20 number
Christian
out.
Yadav now goes back. See, when we try and talk about or dissect somebody's skill, if it is right, he will be, really given the world a big shout out and say, okay, guys, come on, this guy's arrived. But if there is something going wrong in your skills, it's always nice to go back and listen to others and say, okay, if this is what I need to do, I will correct this. And right, now see, as I said, because
Red
Lokesh
out.
Gosali is a strong
1
defender,
point.
and look at
Arravali
this, turn, twist, everything is slow for Uday Dabas, and again he is so tall standing, does not go low. Just watch him out. See, he's standing. He's just standing above. He does not go low. And if he was just low enough, he would have gone through the midline. And that would have made big difference for Maratha Marvels and for Uday Dabas himself. This is hasty. No point in
1
explaining
point.
this as well.
Arravali Rose, 28 number out.
well, Naveen will not explain that. I also I don't have many words for it. All I can say is on to the next.
let's go.
Pankaj is known for
Yeah.
getting a few 8 points every now and then. So
Yeah.
he can probably just get a person back for his team, and
1
that is what
point.
he's going to do.
Maratha Marvels,
Yeah.
8 number out.
He did it well. Coordination error with the chain there. Chetan Chaudhary was expecting the chain to come along with Arjun Chaudhary. Never came. So a lucky point. Now super tackle on Vishal Chaudhary. He will love the situation. And once again an
1
error
point.
by Nitin Rathi. He was
Arravali,
just
6
come on
number
the
out.
mat. He was just being pulled back into the mat. And he will once again go back to face the music of Jai Prakash Yadav. And the song that he will not like to hear, as you say always, Ryan. But see, I'll tell you something. When we tell all these things and bifurcate it, for whose betterment are we talking? Do we get anything out of this? No. Does the coaches or does the referees get something out of this? No. Who's benefited? It's the raider or the defender, because it's not the skills that is in question. Now Pankaj, nicely done. Couple of points for sure. Gangaram
1 point.
has to go back
Maratha
right
Marvels,
cover. Oh,
16
only
number
1
out.
point. Only 1 point. I was thinking couple for the effort, but nobody came in from the left corner. It was only right cover Gangaram.
Oh yes, right now the super tackle situation is on, and Vishal Chaudhary in a similar situation last time he easily got a point, just like he has been doing throughout this entire match. And
Oh.
definitely there, getting another point. Vishal
Number 1.
Chaudhary. A raider like Vishal
1
Chaudhary is
point.
there.
Arravali Rose,
I'm sure itself you might be so worried.
number 1 out.
See, I'll tell you, the action was equally right, because it was only Dhananjay there as a proper defender. Gautam Tomar, Pankaj, both are proper raiders. And he knew that he blindly went and didn't even turn back to see if Gautam Tomar is coming behind him for the dash. Now, come on, go for it, Pankaj. Don't be too greedy. It
1
is
point.
Chetan Chaudhary
Maratha
who's
Marvels.
got your ankles in
Number
his
8
arms.
out.
He would have pulled you any single time. He went in for the turning bonus.
Red.
There. That would have been dangerous.
And I'm sure I asked him, why were you looking at him? Why didn't you just get that extra pull back? Because he did have a moment there, and that wouldn't have been nice for the Raider there. As 10 points is what separates these two teams. Maratha Marvels do show some ambition of possibly getting a comeback, but then it is usually Vishal Chaudhary who comes in and gets a positive raid, and Ram Kumar here will return with an empty raid, which means Gautam Tomar comes back and he will look to turn things around.
Gangaram today has looked lackluster. because we so
One
fondly
point.
call him Jwalaram.
Maratha Marwal,
His
16
pace
number out.
has been reduced drastically in this game. In the previous match, we saw a hi-fi and a super 10. That is what a proper all-rounder should be like, because the numbers will speak for yourself. And people like Arjun Chaudhary who are trying to be defenders needs to understand it's only on the numbers that the skills will be decided, and that is what will speak for your record and proof. Today Gangaram has looked not the man that he was there in the previous match. But Vishal Chaudhary now once again, he was overconfident. He was overconfident, and I love what Gautam Tomar did. Lovely. In the previous occasion, he did not do this, and the overconfidence of Vishal Chaudhary not turning back and saying because he knew Gautam Tomar will not come. That was the overconfidence that he had, and Gautam Tomar said, "Come on, whatever Naveen says or any other commentator says is for my good," and he did it well.
Red out. 1 point.
What do you have to say
Arravali
now?
Arrows.
You said they had a moment. I think now both of them had a moment.
There is time out.
They will have a moment, and now they'll have a moment with their coaches, which we will get to listen to.
Yeah.
शांति शांति है, चुज जाएगी 1 मिनट में। आ गई बात समझ में? कोई बात नहीं, मेरी बात सुन, लोकेश इसके पीछे लग जा। बैक लग, हर किसी के बैक लग रही है। एक मिनट बात सुन बेटा। प्लांटी नहीं होनी चाहिए तेरे को, मैं पहले कह रहा हूँ।
मैं बोल रहा हूँ उनके 2 बच रहे हैं, 3 बार बोल दिया उनको बोनस दे दो फिर भी छेड़ रहे हैं उनको। मैं इतना बोनस छोड़ रहा हूँ, सामने से इतने छेड़ रहे हैं।
I like this. I like this.
भाई बात सुन, 5 का डिफेंसर आप
Chaudhary is
ठीक है,
complaining,
7 मिनट
saying
रहेगी,
the
अपनी 10
defense
की
is
लीड
not
है।
listening to me.
हैं? थर्ड रेड खेल लो, वो थर्ड रेड
And
खेल लो,
Lokesh Gosalia.
थर्ड पर ही खेल रहे हैं कोच साहब।
ठीक है ना?
Yeah, third पर ही खेलेंगे कोच साहब. That's what Lokesh Gosalia agrees on. And Jai Prakash Yadav will just want his boys to go all out. See, it is nice sometimes under 23 years of age. You know, you will have to deal with so many things: aggression, anger, little bit of argument, and also saying, okay, that high boiling point of the blood with these youngsters. Hats off to these coaches, man. Hats off to these coaches. The way they maintain their coolness, calm, and composure. It is not. See, it's very easy to train somebody who's already trained. How do you train such diamonds who are just covered with a what do you say, a bag of mud, bag of dirt? You'll have to unearth that diamond out of it, isn't it?
1 point.
They've done
Arravali
well.
Arrows,
They've done
28
well.
number
All the
out.
coaches of Yuva Kabaddi series.
Very true, Naveen. You know, the coach do play a very important role in crafting out the best out of all these athletes, and beat any sport. We've seen the coaches, the amount of respect they get. You know, you never forget your coach, smallest academy level coach, and that's some the respect for their coaches. And there, there did he go through? There we go.
Number
We can hear
9,
the rest.
16, 8.
And there we go, the
Oh.
super raid.
Maratha Marwals.
And cut there.
Oh.
What a raid right there.
Fabulous, fabulous. Once again, wiping out both the corners and also getting another defender. All right, they're striking distance now. Can Maratha Marvels make a comeback and change our narrative? We've been talking so many important things, and then we knew Arravali Arrows will probably go ahead and win this. But hang on, Maratha Marvel says, okay, concentrate on us. We will do something here and shock the world. Nice, nice. Nitin Rathi has recovered from his earlier errors. Keeps his legs away from Ramsuwat. I love this. I love when the defender or the raider corrects himself in the same match, not the next match. There's nothing called next match in
अंतिम 5
Kabaddi.
मिनट।
There's nothing called tomorrow in Kabaddi. It's always today, right now, right here. Pankaj! He's gone, yeah. He's gone in. He's gone in. On to the lobby. 55 has to go out is what they say. Can he go back and get another hand touch on Ramsuwat? Come on, Pankaj. Clock is running down. Comes
1
back.
point.
Comes back.
Maratha Marwals. 55 number out.
Mani Sharma there was
The
contesting
critical.
it. Yeah, he stepped in there, Ryan. Very clear.
Yep, very clear. And the one thing I'm against is how as to how he move out, which would definitely change the narrative from the Raiders' perspective. But nothing doing right here as Ramkumar gets a point just when the Marvels were looking to see the arrows out. Ramkumar gets an important point for them.
Second time against Anubhav Rati. See, remember, it's the same situation where he went for a review that time, Anubhav Rati, and lost it. Even now, his back-tracking skills are not right. You cannot show your back and run away. Right, Jayaprakash sees that they can get a point out of this game. Yeah.
अब आते ही लेवल हो जाएंगे उससे ईश्वर के बराबर आ जाएंगे पास में देख कर ही ट्राई करना ठीक है और अब बोनस ना जाए जब दो बचेंगे छोड़ देना बोनस पीछे हट जाओ हाँ तीन ना दो रहेंगे तो मार ले दौड़ा कर
Very nice, very nice. He says, let's go for the all-out, guys. We can come back. Under 4.5 minutes, we still have time. And Pankaj will have to try his best because Vishal Chaudhary has been taken out and Rajendra Bhakar has come in to strengthen the defense. Look at that, number 2 on that left flank. He should go to Arjun Chaudhary, no doubt, because two Raiders, Ramkumar and Arjun Chaudhary only. Go, 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 go. Ramkumar will probably will not be come for the dash. And Rajendra Bhakar, look at the effort that he's put in. Look at the difference that Rajendra Bhakar brought in. He just came and scared Pankaj away.
Indeed, and honestly, that is like one of the most exciting raids I've seen in this monsoon edition, where there was no touch point involved. And speaking of touch points, Ramkumar has speared his way back, speared the defender back as well, as the Arrows holding on to that lead of theirs.
He's not a defender. I'm sorry there, Ryan. It was right corner. Gautam Toma is a proper raider, the man who put in all those super raids. And now Uday Dabash tries his best, but strong ankle hold. Lokesh Gosalia says, enough of struggle. Go back. Don't injure yourself. That was what he was actually meaning in his eyes. Look at the way now he throws him away. Strong ankle hold. Support comes in. Everybody puts it across. Rajendra Bhakar pulls him away. And look at Rajendra Bhakar just holding him together. But Lokesh Gosalia says, go back. Enough. Don't struggle more.
There we go. And Vishal Chaudhary's come back, which means Rajendra will be out. So there won't be any defensive attack. And Ramkumar, it's good to see that, in spite of Vishal Chaudhary coming back, Ramkumar is coming for the raid, because he's had a few good raids off lately in this match. And he has the momentum with him. So Vishal Chaudhary will definitely add on the pressure on the raiding front. But when you have Ramkumar firing as well, the Marvels will have to be a lot more vigilant.
They have to be more vigilant. See, again, Maratha Marvels can now just look at taking away 1 point. See, they were pushing the Arravali Arrows to the brink of an all-out. But see what that... Oh, Gangaram, I'm so sorry, my dear. You've got a bad match. You need to go back. See what Rajendra Bhakar substitution did. Look at that. Even if Rajendra Bhakar wouldn't have been there, it would have only been 2 Raiders. As Gangaram walks back dejected. Yeah, stepping out of the end line. Oh. So for me, Rajendra Bhakar's inclusion as a substitute there changed the whole scenario. If not, it would have been an all-out. Anubhav Rati.
Yes, as we see another point there.
Oh my God!
Just take a look at that.
Whoa! Thankfully for him, he did not go back to have another touch point. Where is Anubhav Rati? Guys, until and unless the defender probably has gone back, you can have still more time. And what did Anubhav Rati do? After the tackle, he thought Vishal Chaudhary will cross the midline, but he did not. He came back for another point. Oh my God, that was cunning. But that was stunning as well.
1 point.
Cunning and stunning together.
Well, honestly, those two words, I can't think of a common word for including both of that as we continue on to this match. And 9 points is what separates them, and it looks like Arravali Arrows will be seeing this game off with another victory. And we will review. So let's listen to the claim.
ओके वापस जाइए। टीवी अंपायर अरावली एरोज की मांग है रेडर सेल्फ आउट। हमारा डिसीजन है रेडर सेव 1 पॉइंट। कृपया रिव्यू
Yeah,
करें।
very interesting. If there is no touch on the defender, Pankaj, I think, is run into the lobby is what the Arravali arrows think. Got a smile, but will it last long? Under 2 minutes, they can still search for that 1 point. There he goes against Lokesh Gosalia. Where is his right leg? Not there, no problem. No problems there. For me, the heel is well within the lobby. And Lokesh Gosalia was claiming for it. Come on, guys. It's probably very clear. I feel Pankaj is safe because it was well within the lobby. The heel, the right heel, is actually very safe. Lokesh Gosalia was just trying to scare him or confuse him. That's it. They've taken the review just because they've got it. This is fine. This angle is fine, where the hand touch on the right corner is accepted, and then he goes into the lobby. That is all okay. Chetan Chaudhary is the man in question. That's fine. But Lokesh Gosalia on that left corner said he stepped into the lobby. On the right corner, Chetan Chaudhary, yes, he's gone. The hand touch is okay. That's what I feel. You may never know. If there's another angle, the TV umpire will probably watching and be very convinced, saying Pankaj's right heel was in the lobby before even that hand touch on the right corner occurred.
Indeed, as we wait for the verdict here, you can see the players also eagerly waiting to see what's going to happen.
See, I don't
and
like, I don't like the safe statement by you, Rand. Go for it. Go take a call. Don't be safe now. Come on. I don't like safe play. No,
See,
take it
you
up.
need to.
Come on. Hey, don't
See,
be Harshit. He ran. No, don't be Harshit.
I'm a
Don't
victim
be
of
that
peer
man,
pressure
sorry.
right here, my friends.
Sorry, what?
My glance
Come
is
on,
on that
take it.
trophy, Naveen. Let's change the topic.
Oh, come on. Oh, come on.
You cannot not talk about
Yeah.
the trophy, Naveen. Come on.
Oh, really? Who's in the foreground? Who's in the foreground? Is it the trophy or is it the man in questioning? Ah, come
सफल
on,
रहा।
man.
रेडर आउट 1 पॉइंट।
Red it
Arravali
out.
arrows.
Okay, TV umpire, as I said,
One
is
defender, number
more
8,
convinced
also
that the right
out
heel
of
is
bounds,
inside the
each
lobby.
point.
Naveen,
What?
I was going to say that, by the way. Yeah.
Oh, please. Now, what is this now?
Number 8,
Now, how can it be each 1 point?
अरावली एरोज।
Yeah, this is the
आपका
confusion.
review जारी
How
रहेगा।
can it be each 1 point? If the raider has already stepped into the lobby, and if there is no hand touch that is not being
Time out,
legalized,
अरावली एरोज।
how can it be each 1 point? Now, that's my doubt. That's my doubt. When the raider is given out stepping into the lobby, that's it. He has got no business in having a hand touch on the defender.
2-4 रेड आएगी, बुग्गी नहीं जानी चाहिए।
Each 1 point.
ठीक है ना? रिव्यू
Debatable.
सक्सेसफुल हो गया ना, मैंने क्या कहा था, रिव्यू सक्सेसफुल होगा, वो यहीं आउट हो गया था वो।
Oh, lovely.
अब
Oh,
जो
lovely.
दे दिया।
ठीक है।
रीडर पे ट्रायल वाले टीम में से कटेगी।
अरे तो कोई बात नहीं, कुछ भी कर लो। 2 मिनट बचा है, 10 पॉइंट लीड है, मानो।
It's very nice to see that Gurpreet actually wanted to go for the review. He saw it there, and that is why Pankaj's right heel was inside. No, that's good. That's good, but I do not know. I am confused with the each 1 point decision. Right, let's forget that. Move forward. Does not make a difference in this 10-point lead what the Arravali Arrows have got. But Ryan, when will you play a little more bolder like me?
Come on, Naveen. I play bold where I have to and where I'm confident
Oh,
of a
really?
verdict, you see. So, it's.
Oh, right. Hey, see, come on. I'm not asking you to give your verdict. I'm asking you to just give your opinion. We are not sitting here to give our
11
verdicts,
in.
guys. Come on. We're just giving our
55
opinions.
out.
We're just giving our comments.
10
That's
in।
why it's called commentary.
Yep. well,
And
fair enough,
listen,
Naveen. Yes,
stop
I
getting
shall.
along. No, stop spending a lot of time with
Stop?
Harshit.
Honestly, I
Not
don't
spending
spend
a lot of
a lot
time
of time
with
with
Harshit.
Harshit.
Yeah. Because he's very safe in his words. That's why. Anyways, it's a great team that we have, and that's the rapport that we can share and pull each other's leg, no doubt.
2
As the
points.
legs off,
Maratha
the Raider
Marvels,
was not pulled
21
back.
and 10 number out.
Yes, take a look at that. The Raider quickly escaping the clutches quite cheekily there, as 8 points is what separates them. Little over a minute, and Vishal Chaudhary here will just see this raid off, possibly get a point if he can through the bonus. I don't think he would go for a touch point, because all he has to do is spend the 30 seconds and throw back the challenge towards the Marvels. As you can see the defenders there, they know Vishal Chaudhary is the kind of raider who can go. Oh no, come on my friend. I know you want to win the match, but you don't go against Vishal Chaudhary at an unnecessary situation, because he will get the better of you.
Every time, and a bonus +1. Now, if the defense is not enough to put a big scare, Rajendra Bakar comes in and says, okay, let me scare Gautam Tomar away still. Now it's a last raid for Maratha Marvels in this match. And look at this, Rajendra Bakar, he will not give up. Oh,
1 point.
he's
Maratha
such a
Marvels.
fighter, easy.
Number 2 out.
He is short, but he's so powerful, Rajendra Bakar. He's a small pocket dynamite. Look at this. I think Uday Dabas is double of his size. I love the spirit. I love the energy that he brings in, Rajendra Bakar. Very well done. But yeah, see, morning we got 2 tie games. It was so nice. I called
2
it
points. Arravali
fabulous,
30 and 1 number
fantastic, and a frenzy Friday today. But for Maratha Marvels and against Arravali Arrows, I think Arravali Arrows will say, okay, come on, this is going to be a fun Friday.
One technical
Yeah, and an
point.
ideal way to
Arravali
start
Arrows,
the second
double
round.
entry.
Oh, a technical point has been given because of a double entry, and I think this shows as to how the Maratha Marvels have not been locked in. Oh no, take a look at that. Speaking of locked in, he's been suplexed
1
back
point.
in.
Arravali
In
Arrows.
wrestling, that move is called the suplex, and that's exactly what has been done there.
Are, give him 5 points. Give him 5 points. It's a proper suplex over
That's
the
all.
head. Show that back again, guys. Come on. I know you want to cut out onto the highlights, and you want to cut out to the coaches and all that. But I request our EVS to please go back, or a 3-play, and our directors, please go back for this. No, yeah, there we go. Thank you so much. Oh man. 5 points for that tackle from my side. It's a proper suplex which will earn 5 points in any wrestling game. Over the head, go back, says Lokesh Gosalia. That shows how much they are being down and out is the Maratha Marvels, isn't it?
Indeed, you have to feel for them while they are trying to find their ways, and that's what this opportunity and platform is, Yuva Kabaddi series, for them to work and get better. As we take a look at a few highlights of the second half, a lot of positives for the Arravali Arrows going in, especially a good support for Vishal, as Ramkumar came in and got a lot of great points, and we got to see a lot of things, especially a few interesting plays, some favoring both the teams, and some interesting conversations as well, as a big game and a lot of emotions. Let's not forget that, Naveen.
Yeah, very much. No, the only point where for me was a real big one was this. Gurpreet was really happy, the coach of Arravali Arrows, and why not? Because you have stuck to the right people in the right places, Arravali Arrows. Yeah, thank you so much. You have not put the pressure on Arjun Chaudhary for in the defensive techniques. You have not put an extra burden on his shoulders, and you have done well. 33 on the rating and 10 on the tackle points, outplaying the Maratha Marvels. But for the Maratha Marvels, it's just the defense which is not just coming to the party yet at all. They are just lagging behind. Only 4 tackle points today. And now let's go down to Harshit. He's got the happy man, Gurpreet Singh.
So Mr. Gurpreet, a comfortable win for you, sir. एक बहुत ही अच्छी जीत आपने इस मुकाबले में प्राप्त की। कैसा आपकी टीम का प्रदर्शन रहा? क्या आपकी उम्मीद के मुताबिक था?
बिल्कुल जैसे हम खेलना चाहते थे वैसी टीम खेली। हमारे रेडरों ने अच्छा स्कोर किया, डिफेंस भी ठीक खेला, लेकिन बीच में गड़बड़ा गया था, लेकिन बाद में डिफेंस भी अच्छा खेला। रेडरों ने खूब स्कोर किया। विशाल ने स्कोर किया, राम कुमार ने स्कोर किया, बहुत अच्छा स्कोर किया सर।
जी आपने बात की विशाल की और राम कुमार की और वो दोनों ने आज बेहतरीन किया, खासकर विशाल ने तो अबाउट 20 पॉइंट्स वहां से प्राप्त किए। तो उनकी मेन स्किल्स आपको क्या लगती है कि किस वजह से वो इतना सक्सेसफुल हो पाया आज के इस मुकाबले में?
सर वो बोनस प्लस हैंड टच बहुत अच्छा मारता है विशाल, जब वो खेलता है तो अच्छा खेलता है तो स्कोर करता है सर वो।
चलिए सर, हमारे साथ जुड़ने के लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। और अब सीधा चलते एक बार फिर से कमेंट्री बॉक्स में, जानते हैं नवीन से कि वो क्या कह रहे हैं।
Thank you, Harshit. And also Ryan alongside with me. Ryan, you go for Vishal as a top raider. Oh, 100% strike rate today.
Oh yes, take a look at that. 23 race, 23 rate points. Wow, jersey number 23, my favorite basketball player, LeBron James. Glad to see that, a strike rate of 100. And that is Vishal Chaudhary for you for the Arravali Arrows. He was all over this match and he was very much present throughout this entire match.
Yeah, thanks like Jebron. He's not put in a lot of three-pointers today, so there is no super rates for Vishal Chaudhary. Oh man, he's such three-pointers by Jebron James. It is unbelievable. Right, coming back to Kabaddi. Lokesh Gosalia, 9 tackles and 4 tackle points. And from my side, that 5-pointer when he suplexed Pankaj from behind his back. And Maratha Marvels, I'm so sorry. As they said and accepted, they are here to learn and learn better by playing with stronger teams like the top 6 in this points table. Very, very good day today. And Arravali Arrows once again very confidently sitting at number 4. And Periyar Panthers have got a very long catching up to do. So it's number 4 properly and confidently sealed by Arravali Arrows as of now. A big margin victory of 13 points. 2 tie games in the morning. That was fabulous to watch as 4 teams involved in 2 tie games. That shows the Kabaddi was the real winner apart from Kaziranga, Periyar, Vijayanagar or the Hampi Heroes. So the real winner was Kabaddi in the morning games. And now a real winner was Ryan's bold and brilliant talks in this match. Isn't it, Ryan?
Well, I'll take the win. I'll take the win wherever I can. And speaking of tomorrow's matches, the Murtal Magnets going up against the Panthers to kick off the Super Saturday. Vijayanagar Veers in the second match going up against the Hampi Heroes. And the last match, the century, the 100th match of the Monsoon edition, we will see the Arravali Arrows going up against the Kaziranga Rhinos. So please do stay tuned and join us tomorrow at Fan Code as...
It's a big milestone, the 100th match tomorrow at 2 p.m. But at 9:30, Murtal Magnets versus Periyar Panthers tomorrow morning. And Naveen Chowdhury and Ryan James here signing off. Please come back very soon with Harshit for the post-match presentation of Maratha Marvels and Arravali Arrows. Thank you so much, guys, for your time and love. See you tomorrow 9:30.
We are having a fabulous 24th day in Yuva Kabaddi Series Monsoon edition. Welcome to the post-match presentation of match number 97. Before we introduce our guests, we must like to thank our partners. Our partners, Dream 11 broadcast partner, Fan Code, physio partner, UEM, Voice of Kabaddi, Radio City 91.9 FM. और चलिए आज हमारे साथ प्रेजेंटेशन में जुड़ रहे हैं मिस्टर राहुल जॉर्जड़ा, असिस्टेंट फिजियोथेरेपिस्ट इन युवा कबड्डी सीरीज. A warm welcome, sir. और चलते हैं इस मुकाबले की तरफ जहां पर ये बेहतरीन मुकाबला यहां पर आपको देखने को मिला। अरावली एरोज बहुत ही अच्छा खेली और मराठा मावल्स को यहां पर पटक नहीं दी है। सीधा चलते हैं अवार्ड सेक्शन की तरफ और बेस्ट रीडर के साथ शुरुआत करना चाहेंगे और इस खिलाड़ी को मिलने जा रहा है जिन्होंने बेहतरीन प्रदर्शन किया, जिनके टो टचेस का या फिर हैंड टचेस का कोई तोड़ नहीं है। फ्रॉम अरावली एरोज ही इज विशाल चौधरी कलेक्टिंग 23 पॉइंट्स एंड लेट्स हैव अ लुक। And now the time for the best defender. One more time from the Arravali Arrows. He's Lajawaab Lokesh collecting 4 tackle points and let's have a look on his tackles. और इस मुकाबले को अंत में आते आते देख हमने लास्ट रेड में एक ऐसा टैकल जगह दो कि कमाल मूवमेंट था और उसी के चलते उन्हें दिया जाएगा कबड्डी कमाल अवार्ड अगेन फ्रॉम अरावली एरोज लोकेश गुसलिया। और आपको भी दिखाते हैं वो शानदार टैकल। और इस मुकाबले में यहाँ पर बहुत ही स्मूथली कंडक्ट होता हुआ आपने देखा, तो इसका पूरा क्रेडिट जाएगा यहाँ पर हमारे ऑफिशियल्स को। और पूरा आज का दिन बेहतरीन था, बट बेस्ट टेक्निकल ऑफिशियल ऑफ द डे की अगर हम बात करें तो वो है मिस्टर कुलदीप सिंह जी। Having a very wonderful time with you all. This is all from the post-match presentation. I am your presenter Harsh Sharma signing off.